The AIADMK has taken to the streets in Chennai protesting the rise in sexual crimes against girls and women students in schools and colleges across Tamil Nadu. Joining us now, Mr. Singai Ramachandran, who's in charge of the student wing in AIADMK. Thank you very much for your time. What's the larger message you're sending?
The larger message is, looking at last 100 days, 63 incidents of sexual abuse, especially for girl students, out of which 49 from schools and across 21 districts, is disheartening, deeply worrying. We really want the DMK government to pull up the socks and take some efforts and put a proper plan of action to reduce this, because in the last 4 years, it has drastically increased about 40 to 50% compared to the previous government. Political stances apart, I think we need to come together to eradicate this issue, like how we eradicated polio. We're also inviting and calling volunteers across Tamil Nadu. You can be students of colleges or parents or anybody. Very soon today we'll launch a WhatsApp number. They can come and work with us, because we believe together as a team we can eradicate this, and we want this number to go down and one day probably achieve the lowest possible number.
The ruling DMK denies there's a rise in crime, but they say survivors have the confidence now to report every such case, and that they are arresting every alleged perpetrator and bringing them to justice.
That's the lamest excuse that I have ever seen in the history of Tamil Nadu, that survivors are coming and reporting. They have been reporting. Even now, a lot of cases have not been reported. With that, the numbers are going up. If actually all the survivors come, it will shoot up much more. And they need not, okay, if I am telling, probably they will see, okay, he's an AIADMK student wing secretary, he will always talk like this. That's not truth. They can look at the data for themselves. It's there in the government website. They can look at it, and there is a clear increase. So that means...
They're pointing to the Pollachi sexual abuse case when FIR was registered after 2 weeks. Survivors, they claim, were not even confident to give a police complaint at that point in time when AIADMK was in power.
Again, for this, our General Secretary Edapadiyar, he challenged Stalin in the assembly. They went and gave all the proof and all the evidence that what happened in the Pollachi case, and it has been filed. And in fact, our ADMK people only took the victim to help the victim to file the case. That's what happened, all the proof and everything. We asked them to debate on it. No, there is no debate about that. And that.
Lastly, Tamil Nadu will go for state assembly elections next year. Would women's safety be taken up as the key poll issue by AIADMK, the key opposition?
That have been one of the key points from Purachi Thalavi Amma's time, Edapadiyar's time, because our government, AIADMK, is always pro-women, pro-safety of women.
Thank you very much. That was Mr. Singai Ramachandran, AIADMK Student Wing Secretary, talking to us in Chennai with Suresh, Sam Daniel, Find TV.